This video is going to be on the two-wheel drive, Bluetooth or smartphone controlled robot. Okay, so you'll have the Bluetooth module. In order to make this robot work, you're going to need to download Bluetooth RC controller. And the software, actually, the app looks like this. Make sure that you pair your phone Bluetooth with the module. So you need to go to your settings, make sure it's paired. Your generic password is 1234, and once you get it connected via connect your car, you find your Bluetooth module and it'll automatically connect. And here are your controllers: forward, backward, left, and right. Okay, once again, you'll need to make sure that you download from the App Store or from your Google Play Store the Bluetooth RC controller. Now, next thing, you want to make sure that you receive your motors and your wheels. They all have double-sided tape already connected. Your front wheel is your ping pong ball and your ping pong ball holder. Alright, so make sure that these are centered on there. And once you run your motors, put them in place, run your wires up so they come out on the other end. A thing to remember as well is that the right side wheel has to turn clockwise. Okay, the left side wheel has to turn counterclockwise in order for the vehicle to have both wheels rotating in the same direction. Alright, and when you put them on there, make sure that the wheel doesn't touch that tab right there and this tab right here. That way they can move freely. Alright, take some tie ties, secure your cables, and you're ready to go. Now for connections, as you can see right here, alright, I've placed the modules with tie ties as well to secure them down. The best place to put the battery pack is going to be on the front. That way you have good weight distribution. But the first thing I want to show you is how to connect your HC Bluetooth module to your Arduino and motor shield. Alright, so you're going to have to use the 4 wires that I provided. You have one for RX, you have one for TX, we have one for ground, and one for 5 volts. You're going to take the one that says 5 volts and you're going to insert it this bare wire end, the bare wire, and then you have you'll have your female end. You're going to insert that on 3.3. So the wire that comes out of the HC module that says 5 volts, insert it on the 3.3 on the Arduino and just hold it there with your finger. Next one is your ground. Take the ground and place it on ground. That bare wire, stick it in the pinhole on ground on the Arduino, and then just hold it there with the same finger. Hold both of them there, and then you're going to take your RX bare wire, your RX coming from the HC module or your Bluetooth module, RX on TX, and then hold that there with your finger. And then the last one is your TX. TX goes on RX on the Arduino. TX on RX. And insert that in there. Okay, just like so. Sure it goes in as far as you can, and then hold them all there. Make sure none of the wires are touching each other, and then grab your motor shield. Okay, motor shield. The front of the motor shield is going to be M1, M2, and the back of Arduino is going to be M3, M4. Make sure these last pins, this one and this one, coincide with the last pins on the Arduino, and basically just sit it in there on both sides. Last pin here, The last pin here matches the Arduino, and then just push it in. Okay, and what you've created, if you've actually squashed the wires in place so they don't come off. All right, and they stay in place. Here you have 3.3. You have your ground. You have your RX and your TX. All right, none of them are touching. None of the wires are touching, and this is your connections for your HC06 Bluetooth module. All right, so again, to refresh your Bluetooth module to your Arduino, your VCC goes to 3.3 volts, your ground goes to ground, your TX goes to RX, your RX goes to TX. Now to connect the motors, your right side motor or your right side wheels, remember we brought those wires up. You have your positive and your positive, your negative for your left wheel. So your right side wheel goes to M3. This is your M3 motor. This is your M4 motor. Okay, so your M3 motor or your right motor goes on M3. On the left, you put your positive wire. So you unscrew this, insert the wire through here, and then tighten it down. Make sure it's nice and snug. And your negative wire, same thing. Unscrew, insert your negative wire in there, and then secure it down. For your left side wheels, it will go on M4. Unscrew, positive, and tighten it down. Unscrew, negative, and then tighten it down. Okay. Now once again, for your motors, your right side motor goes on M3. Your left side motor goes on M4. And the last thing is your battery case. I would go ahead and make sure you connect the battery case again on the front of the robot. That's just going to give you a good balance. Okay. Battery case. You have a red and a black wire coming out of it. Basically, your red wire is going to go to plus M, and your negative wire is going to go to ground. Where is that located? Here's your M3 and 4 motors, which you just connected. On the left side right here is your external power. Okay, you have your plus M on the left and ground on the right. Okay, plus M, unscrew, put your red wire, screw it down, and then ground, unscrew that, put your black wire, and then tighten it down. Okay, now that's it basically for this robot here. You're gonna have a finished product. Your wires are gonna be sandwiched down real nice. Your motor is gonna be an M3 and M4 just like this. Okay, and your battery is gonna be connected just like so. Now you take your tie, secure that down, double-sided tape, secure the battery pack down, and you should be ready to go. To recap, your Bluetooth goes to Arduino, VCC to 3.3, ground to ground, TX goes to RX, RX goes to TX, your motors to motherboard. The wires on the right side motor are going to go to M3. Wires on the left side of the motor are going to go to M4. The battery case is going to go, your your red wire, positive wire is going to go to plus M, and your black and negative wire is going to go to ground. All right, good luck. Hope you have tons of fun with it and enjoy. Any questions, just contact me.